Ayo. What's up, everyone?
Welcome to the stream. I hope you like the vibe. If you're
I
watching
hope you're
on
well.
YouTube, like and subscribe. We're gonna play some games.
Thank you for
We're
being
gonna grab
here.
some cheeks. Now be
Watching
a
on
good
YouTube.
chatter and don't
Make sure you hit the
be a
like button.
piece.
Consider subscribing. All those things that you may or may not do, but you should. You should do them.
Binks, 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 binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks, 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 binks. If you're watching
everybody's
on
a Binks fan.
YouTube, like
Yo,
and
yaps!
subscribe.
Thanks so much for the 12 months, yaps. What's up, Sir Nerd?
Welcome to the stream. I hope you like the vibe. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. We're
Unhinged
gonna play
start
some
time.
games.
Been
We're
an
gonna
unhinged
grab
kinda
some
day.
cheeks. Now be a good chatter and don't.
What are you
be
gonna
a
do, you know?
Binks, 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 binks.
Better late than
binks,
never, that's what they say.
binks. And
What's up,
don't
secret
be
agent?
a piece.
Okay, you want to be jealous of an incredibly impressive alliance? Say no more.
I hope you
Sorry
like
about the Bears.
Binks, binks, binks.
I kind of want to rant at some point today to talk about the last 5 weeks and try and make people understand just how bad it's been.
And subscribe.
Just how bad it's been.
Binks, binks,
It's not fair, man.
binks, 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 binks.
It's not fair.
Binks.
The Bears are a diehard, working class,
I hope you like the vibe. Binks,
grease on your hands kind of
like
fucking
and subscribe.
city and team.
Binks.
Been
I hope
digging
you
through
like
the
vibe.
bullshit,
Binks.
selling out the stadium every freaking
Like
week.
and subscribe.
Happy birthday, Rodder. Go Rodder. Sick birthday. What's up, Palma Bear? Welcome in. Hello, everyone. I've missed you. Get some music going. Ooh. That is a Kendrick Lamar song on accident. In full volume. Hope you're all having a good day. There's some good football today. One of the most exciting and electrifying Bears games I've had the privilege to watch. This is great. There's a lot of good to pull from it. Wasn't the result we wanted, but god damn it, there was some electricity flowing through the veins, I tell you what. Not the Packers' best effort today, but you pulled through. Yeah, I didn't watch any of that. I kind of just sulked after the Bears game. I've pretty much been sulking for the last 8 hours. More or less. That's good. They got through against the hobbled 49ers. 49ers didn't have Purdy today, right? It's not fun to not have your quarterback. Enjoy the Commanders for not being punished for not going for 2 to win the game. When your kicker's doing that bad, man, you should be going for 2. All right. No Purdy, no Bosa. Bosa's one of the best defensive players in the whole damn league. It's a tough hole to fill, some would say. It's really, it seems to be some level of an experiment of how the Bears are finding ways to lose in more and more just devastating ways. It's crazy, man. I did not see Squan tonight. I'm guessing he did well, though. He's a very good running back. Very good running back indeed. My rank is so cooked, man. I think I started that, the 9-hour stream that went until like 6:30 that happened on Thursday. 250 plus, that's a rarity, man. It is an absolute rarity. I'm not getting YouTube chat. I'm trying not to... I'm not getting YouTube chat coming through. That's so weird. I'll try and keep an eye on YouTube chat. No, I don't see you guys in my feed. The restream has been acting a little weird. Felix, is Binks Money saved? What's up? Yippee. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Professional losing is a hard-earned skill. It's not good, man. Yo, it's just Ben. Thank you so much for the raid. It's just Ben. It's just Ben. 1 week since you looked at me. Hello, JD. I can see you guys, but I have to like actively move to see you. Usually I have a combined chat that has both Twitch and YouTube chat combined. For whatever reason, it's saying that the YouTube is an error, but I can still read you and it's still going through on YouTube, which is good.
This is what we got. Everybody's a Binks fan.
Ronan Rose. Thank you so much, Ronan Rose. Becoming a Binks fan at tier 1, potentially for the first time ever. We love our brand new Binks fans. You pulled the trigger. You said, hey, I've been watching for a while. I'm going to decide to pull out the wall and support. And I appreciate that, Ronan Rose. What is a Ronin, by the way? Because there's obviously Ronin in Marvel Snap. And then there's like the 47 Ronin, which is a movie. But I don't know what Ronin are. I'm very uninformed about Roninology and all things Ronin. What's up? It's just Ben. A masterclass samurai without masters. Masterless samurai. So instead of like being under some head, such as in Shogun, it is a samurai who has no master and is kind of off on his own. Isn't that what it's not Ronan, it's Ronin. Isn't that what Hawkeye goes by for a little while? Disgraced samurai to live the life of the Tokado. Cool samurai. It would be way cooler to not have a master. They're usually disgraced, but wasn't like getting disgraced kind of bullshit? Like, couldn't you just get disgraced for like just because someone didn't fucking like you? Who's like rich? It's like, I don't know, man. They may call it disgraced. Pretty graceful in my eyes, if you ask me. And then Ronin was what Hawkeye was, because he was a samurai with no master. Very interesting. We're learning. Look at this. You're supposed to unalive yourself if your master died? Yeah, that's terrible. Terrible. That's really stupid. You shouldn't do that. I respect people who would like do that and be like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. And you're like, oh, you bring shame. I'm alive, bro. These people who kill themselves or unalive themselves are the ones who doing the wrong thing. Life is good, chat. Life is good. And it's always the right choice. No matter when things are hard, things are tough. Being alive is always worth it. Build a deck. Thought it was bugging when it notified me that I went live. I'm only like 2.5 hours late. That's not that bad. Even if you're a Bears fan. So true. So, something happened to me the other stream. Someone played this card. With this card. I thought to myself, that was pretty cool. So we're going to do that. Binks coming as fans of life. Hey, I don't care if I get canceled. I think everyone deserves to be alive and prosper. That's just me. You can try and cancel me all you want. It's fine. It's just what I do. Yeah, exclamation point late, I think you can do.
This is what we got. Everybody's a Binks fan.
They're running multiple ways. Death of a master, loss of favor, defeat in battle, dereliction of duty, abolication. Well, I don't know. That's not a real word. You just made that shit up. Or cal expulsion. A lot of fake words in there, but I will believe you that they're real words, I guess. EMB! Thank you so much for becoming a Binks fan. And Graded Wasabi, thank you so much for sending that, that sub over. Thank you so much, Graded Wasabi. You've been raging all day on Marvel Snap. You have to literally throwing your phone at the wall a few times. You should probably stop playing, respectfully. And, try and unpack that. Respectfully, of course. But if you're throwing your phone because of a toy that's on your phone, you gotta try and there's some kind of root cause you need to start to peel back, figure out, or you can just not play and watch me and then make fun of me when I mess up. That seems probably kind of fair too. Surtur Cha-Cha Slide says Goonie Boy. Your name is Goonie Boy. You made a YouTube account and the option to choose a username come up and you chose to make yours Goonie Boy. Okay. Alright. You're allowed to do that. I'm just... It's a choice. It's a choice for sure. Choice for sure. Anti-phone smashing? I am anti-phone smashing, and I'm unapologetically anti-phone smashing. The Goonies are a movie? Yeah, but he's not spelling it like that. And I guarantee you they don't mean it. You're just taking a break? It's good. Good, take a break. But try and find the root issue. Finding the root issue is the more important thing. Try and find the root issue. If you don't try and find the root issue, it's going to keep coming up in other ways. If you Loki a Haibo deck, you get the evolved cards. Wow. I wouldn't think that it would work like that. Pretty cool. I thought that was like a problem with Loki's that used to not get the unevolved cards. Crazy. What else do we want in this bad boy? Probably want Zabu. Probably want some Ama. A lot of people are running Psylocke. I think Psylocke's probably fine. Get you to your 4s a little earlier. Cosmopolitan. I think I want Nebula. Play Doc Ock, you should also play Shang-Chi. Not anymore. That doesn't even make sense anymore. Funnily enough. Actually, it actually just simply doesn't make sense any longer. I feel like I want Nebula. Silver Sable's kind of washed, man. Silver Sable ain't the queen she once was. I do want Red Guardian. What about like Kate Bishop? Kate Bishop's like always good, right? Robert? Spinner's activate triggers Surtur? Shouldn't, right? It says played. You pulled the Wolf Troll off twice. It was 2 and 15. That's a good win rate right there. 2 out of 17 times. That's pretty solid. It was better than what I had. Luke Cage, I'll regret it if I don't. Because of Cass? I don't think so, man. I think if you're running Luke Cage defensively, you're doing it wrong. I think that you might win a couple of games with Luke Cage that you wouldn't have otherwise. But having Luke Cage be a semi-dead card in a ton of matchups loses you more game in the aggregate. God, saying words is so hard, man. You'll lose more games in the aggregate by having Luke Cage just randomly in your deck if you're not doing Man-Thing, US Agent stuff. My honest opinion. Rock Slide. Let's do the little spiders. Let's do our favorite card back. This deck looks good. This deck can probably win some dang games. I'll tell you what. Thank you all so much for being here. We're gonna have some fun Marvel Snap action. Probably go till 2. It'll be a short stream. I went kind of crazy on Thursday. Maybe on one opponent doesn't have fun. It's a very good setup. In terms of available cards. Now we're forcing them to play off of this Nebula, which is pretty sweet. Or off of Moir Island. I can find some random one-dropper, something to throw in here. Hopefully we get a 4-drop off the top. At some point we'll land a Psylocke. Let's try something like this. See what 10 we get. Could be good, could be terrible. Pretty good. Their first 10 finally. Magic could be coming down this turn. Heimdall doesn't seem that good, but we'll have to see. How's the cage look now? Fine. So they have to play Luke Cage. Otherwise they lose middle. If they play Luke Cage, they can't play... I mean, you think we just win, right? Like, how do we lose? They forgot about Surtur? Yeah, they forgot about Surtur. They just didn't think I could play a 10 power card? That's crazy. Victory. That's a crazy gambit to make by my opponent, that I just didn't have a 10 power card in my deck that's built around 10 power cards. But it happens to everyone, man. It happens to everyone. Goliath? How the hell did Goliath be? Oh, that was a long time ago. Yo, GG Snail Champion. I don't even realize. Oh, why are there hot locations? We should just stop. We should stop with hot locations. What do you think?
Delicioso.
Just cut it out.
Please don't lose. I bet way too much money on you.
We're gonna run out of bubs here. Slaying through some Deadpool's Dino. He keeps the game a bit fresh. Oh, snap. It's fair. You almost played U.S. Agent Cage instead of Ajax. U.S. Agent Cage left? I think that would have won. Yeah, you needed to play Luke Cage there for sure. Two in the hand versus one in the bush type beat. Should have played that on here for sure. Definitely should have played that on there. The opponent snapped, eh? Cool. A bot? Not a bot. 2000 level player there.
Time's up.
Brother. Fairly certain we just won. Martyr goes left. Hi. Victory. How'd you fix the card acquisition?
Smells
More
like
series
victory.
drops. More frequent and more telegraph series drops. I think that's the biggest thing. I think most other problems with it are just people wanting more stuff for free, which I get as a consumer. You always want that. But I think the biggest The biggest negative is the lack of series drops. I think series drops need to be communicated better and done more frequently. I think that would make the game much healthier and better in a way that's just not just give people more stuff for free to an extent. That was a cool TVA game. Those TVA games that pop up on 4 are real weird. We didn't draw any good shit. We just kind of played Kate Bishop and she's just a broken card. Should you get Typhoid Mare from the shop? No. You shouldn't. I should probably have Typhoid Mare in this deck, huh? Might be fine without it. What the fuck? Spotlight should have 1 less option. Let's just be 3 a week. I think it's a crazy take. I think it's an unlikely take. Never spend tokens on Series 3. You will be shocked at how quickly... You'll be shocked at how much of a drop-off of acquisition happens. You'll be very surprised at how fast you will start completing cards. I think we have to just Heimdall now. Let's put the pressure on. You're gonna have a lot of demons, but not very much space to use them. You have 3 demons, but I don't think you can use them all.
I see the way.
Sees the way is the thing.
Auto snap.
Get over top of Shadow King here. Brings me to 21. We'll have 7 to 110. Exactly 20. We cannot beat it. We just do this. That is a terrible choice, brother. That was an awful choice. Cannot stress how bad of a choice that was. Would have been a true tie. I guess the Gladiator... The Gladiator hits something, actually. If the Gladiator hits something... we would lose, right? Because they would get something else here. They would get like a Nebula or Cosmo and win.
I love this game.
A lot of bubs, man. We're bubbed up. Did you get Typhoid for free from the shop? Probably not. I don't even think you need to use her in decks like this, and usually the only kind of decks you would use her in. Do I even have any cards left in the deck? Probably not. But luckily in... Oh no, I did. Wait, was that the only card left? They cabled what? 3 times. Might have been the only card left. No, I had more because it was an Attilan. Was that the Attilan game? Yeah, it was the Attilan game and I shuffled extra arrows into the deck. Playing Gladiator in a server deck. Yeah. It's risky, but I mean, it's the only way they won. Like, if they didn't do that, I guess they could have just played. They should have just played like 3 demons, I guess. Like, they could have just played a demon middle instead of trying to play Gladiator. Like, they literally could have just played a demon middle. They had like 3 demons in their hand. So instead of that, they chose to take a shot at Fennec Wolf. Then I don't even know what they would be getting from that. Like, I'm fairly certain if they just played 3 demons, which is what they should have done, we would have lost. And I probably should have calculated that, but I chose not to because Maths for Nerds. Back on ladder, by the way. How come am I crazy or did I like get knocked out of Deadpool's Diner? Maybe I hit some kind of button. Nerds! Indeed. Indubitably. I want a Heimdall in a Mojo World.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I think that's my vibe this game. Crazy that they got Scream and Spider-Man. Well, I kind of needed some random bullshit cards to play. I actually quite appreciate that. They don't play left or something quite large right. They probably are going to invest middle. Should be able to Heimdall left and win.
We are the future.
Gotta hope they push middle. Wow! They just didn't give a shit about middle. Kind of surprising. I would think the middle would be the easier lane to win, but I guess they only had 2 cards. One of them was Blob. So if you're going to play with just 1 card, you probably play it left. Rough look from us. Maybe I should have been more aware of how many cards they had in hand. Realized probably an L. Slop Chuck. Like Fenris? Yeah, I think it's a pretty good card. Not going back to Diner? Ah, who cares? Worth 6k tokens? It is to me. I have them. You ladder again? I'm just gonna stay ladder. Just don't worry about it. I promise. It'll be okay. Sauron. Shulk. If there's any reason to play this. All right.
Victory.
Probably afraid of the scar that we didn't have. It's cool. It's always nice to have your opponent run away from a card that you didn't play. I see some very mobile gaming shop stuff. Hoping they change it up. I've talked about this before, but I think that if you're like, they do like the lightest version of mobile gaming stuff. I forgot we have an emote for this cup. On YouTube, it's Big Cup. I promise you they're not going to make any changes that'll make them less money, though. Because they are a business in a capitalist country. Marvel character you want to see made into a card and Snap? I don't know. I kind of know all of them. I don't really have many that I'm like hankering to have come in personally. Okay. Scar's not a good hit here, but what are you gonna do? But this has a good chance of winning. Wins all 3 lanes pretty aggressively. I bet this has a great chance of winning. Actually, Shang-Chi right scares me. This full dodge is Shang-Chi right. No, these lists wouldn't run Shang-Chi right because they run the Moon Knight stuff. This is fine.
I see.
They do the Moon Knight Fenris Wolf stuff, so it'd be pretty unlikely that we'd see that kind of attack from them.
Victory.
Good Heimdall. Good Heimdall there. It's the coolest thing about Heimdall is you can kind of surprise your opponent by pushing a bunch of power somewhere. Never seen people playing Buster and Surtur decks? Is it not widely known it'll trigger Surtur on 10 drop? No, I don't think it's not widely known. It's just feels a little win more sometimes. Like it's hard to fit that in to a turn, if that makes sense. Like if you're fitting a 2-drop in, you obviously have to play it after turn 4, right? Because you have to play a 10 drop. And then on 5, you're playing a 2-drop. Like you're not playing another 4-power 2-drop unless you have Zabu down. I think it's more just Hulkbuster maybe doesn't fit the line pretty well, but if it's working for you, keep playing it. Maybe other people will catch on. You know what I mean? But my guess is that it's like it's novel, but not necessarily the most powerful thing the deck can do. And if you have anything outside of just the 10 drop in there, you could whiff, and then you're just playing a 2/3 that gets Shadow King. That can get Shadow King. So there's problems, you know. Top 3 things I like to see come to Marvel Snap: draft mode, and draft mode. I think a completely different new type of game in Marvel Snap is long overdue, especially with the pressure Pokemon Pocket has put on it. I think they need to get draft mode out, market the shit out of it as soon as possible, and try and reclaim some player base that they lost. It's not a 2/6. It's a 2/6 when you have Surtur down and you can hit a 10 drop. So just saying it's essentially a 2/6, I think, is missing the point of the main point of like trying to figure out these types of cards. But yeah. If you're saying it's a 2/6 and 2/6 isn't even that good. Yeah, I feel that. Okay. We don't have Prio. Try this.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man
If
here.
we had Prio, I was going to play that middle. Not ideal, but Abomination Rite will give us a Surtur trigger, which is kind of nice. See, old Surtur would have gotten to 10 points here because of Moor Island. I do like this. I think we're just running here though. We're getting beat up pretty bad. Old Surtur would have gotten to 10, man. How the mighty have fallen. On turn 6, you have 2 extra energy hanging out if you didn't draw a 6 drop. Yeah, sometimes, for sure. That does happen sometimes. Old Surtur? No, Old Surtur would just had 1 more point. So it would have, with the Moor Island, got to 10 power and counted my Scar again. I could have played Scar Abomination. It's 1 point too small. Scar Abomination, I probably had a few winning lines there. Yo, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it. Man, I love fish. I love fish too. What's your favorite fish? Man, I love fish. What is your current favorite deck and your favorite current meta? Current favorite deck is Arishem. No matter how much people hate, Arishem is my favorite deck to play. It's fun. It can be powerful at times. But I think it's to the point where it's quite well balanced. Now, whether you agree or disagree that it takes away some of the fundamentals of Marvel Snap that people love, it's up for debate. But I think the stats show it's very well balanced at this point. Streamer loves big decks. You already know. Give me a 1-drop, please. Okay. I'm gonna try and stop whatever detritus they're trying to do. I feel like they snap because of Kamar-Taj to get a bunch of collector buffs, so I think they're gonna do a bunch of discards right now, and then we just stop them. Didn't work, chat. But still probably hindered them. It's good. We love hindering. Go with Tuma. Next turn we can play Cole anywhere we so choose. Wow. Okay. Well, they really want to win there. I feel like that was a mistake. I feel like this is a pretty bad misplay. So now I could just avoid there and win somewhere else. They're going to have to Modok left. They Modok. Let's snap on him. What's my favorite meta ever? I don't know. I've generally thought that most metas have been pretty good. The only two really bad metas were, the only two, like, truly bad metas in this game have been, Atuma would be fine. That's fine, too. Man, I really wish these fucking arrows cost the correct amount. I'm scared they're just gonna slam Apocalypse left. Oh, cool.
Victory.
Yeah, Old Arishem had a lot of problems. I do not disagree with that. I think Old Arishem definitely had quite a few problems. Blob was a bit overtuned. The annoying shit with like Doc Ock was very rude and very unfun to play against. But they've definitely put into a good spot. I think pretty much all metas have been good. There's been the original Zabu meta when Zabu was a 3/2 that gave 4 cost cards -2. That was the least fun time I've ever had playing this game. And then they had there was a meta that was basically all Lockjaw, Thanos, and Shuri. And if you weren't playing Lockjaw, Thanos, and Shuri, it was so hard to win. And I'm someone who just puts my head down and plays off meta no matter what. And fucking doing that during that time frame was just abysmal. Just so unfun. I cannot stress how unfun it was. Hella meta wasn't that bad, I don't think. Hella meta wasn't that bad at all. Hella meta was fine, honestly. People just don't understand how bad. Like, people who are newer to the game who complain about metas every time, I'm just like, you just don't even know, man. Like, fucking the PTSD dog, bro. It's just not even close. OG Loki meta wasn't even that bad. Loki didn't even have, like, crazy broken stats or anything. You could beat it. It was annoying, though, for sure. I don't think old Loki meta was that bad at all. I actually quite liked facing Loki. I thought facing Loki was very interesting. And a bit of a puzzle. Similar to OG Leader. But I imagine if you're learning Snap or like new to Snap during Loki meta, it would probably be very unfun. Because people would just beat you with your own cards and make you sad. But yeah, I don't think any meta has come remotely close to Shuri, Lockjaw, or OG Zabu. Those were such degenerate, just horrifically unfun. Like, so many people got to Infinite for the first time just if you have Zabu snap, if you don't retreat when your opponent snaps. That's all people would do. And people would just fly to Infinite. OG Deathwave Arrow? I mean, that wasn't even bad. It wasn't even bad meta. It was a pretty balanced meta. Like, that was a bit overtuned. But, like, that wasn't even close to as OP as some of these decks. Not even the same, like, universe. Learning during the old Loki meta, yeah, I can understand that being very frustrating, for sure. Oh, that was your favorite? Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that was one of your least favorite metas. Okay, so this is that Darkhawk deck. You do have Prio. But we have bad cards, which sucks. Yeah, we just run here. Yeah, it was in every deck. Oh, you know what the worst part of the OG Loki meta was? Was that every deck had Mobius. I think that I'm just jaded and I forget how fucking stupid it was when every single deck ran 2-3 Mobius. Mobius just used to cost 1 less and was literally in like 60% of decks at one point. It peaked so ridiculously high. You were just stupid not to run the card. This is just a 2-3 with a broken effect. God, I hate Mobius, man. I don't even think about Mobius when I think about bad metas because I feel like I've scrubbed it from my memory. I remember I used to get so mad because like there was just so many cards you just couldn't play. You couldn't play Mr. Negative. You couldn't play stature stuff. You couldn't play She-Hulk. You couldn't play Death. You just couldn't play so many fucking cards. You couldn't play Sarah. Because there's just a card that refutes everything you do that's in 50% of decks. You want to rip my hair out, man. And Luke Cage was a 2-3 or a 2-2 at that point, was in almost every deck. Elsa was a 2-3 and was in a shit ton of decks. This game seems to push a lot of people to hate decks and metas based on what feels bad instead of what's objectively more oppressive. But yeah, I can see that for sure. Yeah, global effects on 2-drops, they kind of had to learn. I was so mad, dude. There's very few times I've like really angrily talked in like creator Discord groups about cards. I was so mad about Mobius, man. That card sucked. Just strangled the fucking fun out of the game for me. Oh, we're gonna take middle. That's really nice. Yeah, Surtur! No, we had to get our Scarred too. Fuck. Huh? Hold up. He's probably doing Wong, Tiger, Zola. I think I have a 50-50 to beat that, right? As long as the Wong... No, because the Wong just won't even... It'll just be 20 middle, and then we'll just win right. I think we're just fine, weirdly. Rude. You're gonna Odin the Hazmat? What's your plan? Pretty good. They're probably really scared of fart, huh? They should snap. We're fine. My favorite non-Marvel video game? Right now I really like The Bazaar. Yeah, Odin cooks us, huh? It's probably just Odin, right? It's just
Escaped.
hard to play around that.
This is what we got. Everybody's a Binks fan.
Yo, CTG! Thank you so much for the Prime Marino becoming a Binks fan. I appreciate it. Bluff snap Goliath. I could have bluff snapped Goliath and then just not played Goliath, but I don't know. Shocked at how few people are streaming Snap right now. Yeah, I think that well, the viewership was pretty good the first couple of days it drops, but it fell off pretty quickly, if I'm being honest. Like the first 3 days were pretty good, but now it's just like I think people are just seeing the viewership just isn't there. It's probably a big reason why like Dexter kind of went crazy at first, and then all the viewership kind of died, so he kind of pulled off, and a lot of other people kind of pulled off. Anyway, my best guess. Hope Summers. Might be that Moon Girl deck. I haven't seen that in a while. Could be though. Maybe I should have put this Cosmo somewhere else. I don't know if they're going to pretty aggressively come after Throne Room. I think they'll probably attack left. I think attacking Throne Room's kind of tough to do. Yeah, good call.
I see the way.
Sees the way is the thing. Good Heimdall, man.
Victory.
Let's go. Heimdall Surprise is alive and well. What's the best case scenario with Zabo in this deck? To discount your 4-cost cards to 3, so you can play them and fit in other cards. Hey chat, we're going to get a 3-minute ad break. If you don't want to see the ads, you can pay $6. You can check see if you have a Twitch Prime subscription available by clicking the subscribe button and use the little Prime toggle. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. In 3 minutes. I will say Heimdall sometimes feels pretty clunky in the deck. Alright, chat, let's rant about the Bears. This is going to be mostly for YouTube, but this is going to be mostly for the YouTube audience and the people who did it. So, if you guys don't know, I'm a damn Bears fan. I wanted to talk about the Bears because I feel like I talk about football. This won't take too long, don't worry. I feel like I talk about football and a lot of people just don't really care about football. And just put on the blinders, right? And they just don't really care. I'm going to try and explain to you what the last 5 weeks have been like being a Bears fan in ways that are pretty understandable. So 5 weeks ago, we were going up against the Washington Commanders. This game had a lot of significance because the Bears have the #1 pick in the NFL draft, Caleb Williams, the electrifying quarterback. And the Commanders had the 2nd overall pick, and they picked Jaden Daniels. Now, up until this point, I think they had the same record, It was 5-2 versus 4-2. But Jaden Daniels had generally had better games. And there's a lot of shit talking about Caleb, which I think is ridiculous. That Caleb Williams was the bad pick at number 1. So Jaden Daniels was balling out. Now, 4-2 Bears. We were hype. We were feeling good. We were on a 3-game winning streak. We'd beaten the Rams, who've been playoff team, and we just shit on 2 terrible teams in a row, the Jaguars and the Panthers. We get to this game, and the first 3.5 quarters of this game suck ass. Our offense was terrible. Their offense was rolling on a goddamn, just driving the ball down the field every single freaking time. For 3.5 quarters, my life sucked and it was terrible. I haven't tweeted about it, which is a tweet now that I've quote tweeted, I think 6 times total. But I'll read you what I quote tweeted. Actually, I'll explain what happened first, and then I'll read you what I quote tweeted. So for 3.5 quarters, we sucked. The Bears somehow miraculously come back. Caleb Williams leads them down the field multiple times. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic times pushing down the field. And we get ahead. We score an amazing touchdown to get ahead by 4 points with like 30 seconds left. And normally that's a win, right? However, what happened subsequently is that they threw what's called a Hail Mary. If you're not big into football, essentially a Hail Mary is called that because you're praying. Essentially what you do is you drop back with the ball, you let your team run down, and then you just yeet it as far as you can up in the damn air, and you hope that your team comes down with it. And what they did was they scored. They scored on the last possible second because one of our goddamn new cornerbacks wasn't even really paying attention, jumped up, tipped the ball. The ball went to the back of the end zone and someone caught it. So I tweeted out, the Bears really had me hating life for 52 minutes and a glimmering 8 minutes of hope only to have the most soul-crushing loss I've ever seen. If you've never experienced football and losing to a Hail Mary, first of all, I envy you. But it is literally tearing away this win that you had for sure. There's like a 2% chance that your opponent gets it, and they hit the fucking 1 in 50, and they score. And we lose the last second. Nothing you could do, no penalty. Sucks. 4-2 Bears are now 4-3. And it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. Everyone's hating themselves. The body language of all our players is terrible. Everyone's screaming to fire the coaches. Our offensive coordinator looks like a goddamn joke. And then the next 2 weeks, this team that was just 4-2, a mere gasp away from winning and moving on to 4-3 and shutting up a lot of the haters, becoming 5-2, is now 4-3 and in a lot of pain. And then the preceding next 2 weeks, we go, it's okay because these teams suck, right? We just faced we just faced a very good team. Don't even talk to me about being a Cowboys fan. It's not worse. The next 2 teams suck. We're fine, man. We got the Cardinals coming up. We got the Patriots. The Patriots are one of the worst teams in the league. Shout out Cozy Snap. The only Patriots fan in California, I think, who's not just a Tom Brady fan. What happens? Well, in the Cardinals game, it looks okay to start. We're keeping up. But what do we like other than at the very end of a half to have a team get a soul-crushing, full field last-second touchdown as we let up a 70-yard run with 5 seconds left in the half. Almost impossible to do. And then it's all downhill from there. We end up losing 20-9. Boom. Suddenly 4-2 team, now 4-4. And things get worse. More heat. People hating the coach. All I'm seeing on Twitter is fire Flus. This team is so cooked. Just the most atrocious things you've ever seen about Shane Waldron or Coach Matt Eberflus. That's all dog shit. Everyone's screaming about it. It's terrible. Vibes are atrocious. Going to next week. Patriots. Terrible team. 2-7. They embarrass us. At home. Embarrass us. 19-3, I think was the final score. The team quit. You could tell. That was just a quit game. The offense looked like a freaking joke. It looked like a college offense playing against the damn Chiefs instead of us, the Bears, who came in with all this hype, playing one of the worst teams in football, the Patriots. They ran the ball down our throats. They were passing all over us. It was a goddamn nightmare. One of the worst games I've ever seen from the Bears. And then, you know, these two terrible teams, we've lost 2 in a row. Now ahead of us, ahead of the Bears, sits arguably the hardest 8-game stretch in NFL history. And I shit you not. Let me tell you about the records of the teams we're about to play. So this started last week against the Packers. So last week we played the 7-3 Packers. This week we played the 9-2 Minnesota Vikings. Next week we are playing the 10-1 Detroit Lions. After that we're playing the 5-6 San Francisco 49ers. Then we're playing the 9-2 Vikings. Then we're playing the 10-1 Lions. Then we're playing the Seahawks, who are currently, they're probably doing all right. The 6-5 Seahawks. And then we were playing the 7-3 Packers again. Legitimately, maybe the hardest 8-game stretch in football that has ever happened. That's no lie. Pretty much every team is a winning team. They're all insanely good. So I go to this game. I go to the goddamn Packers game. I'm excited. You know, literally the vibes are terrible. However, we do fire our offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron, who is a dumb piece of garbage. One of the worst people of all time. Just an awful person. Absolutely terrible. So Shane Waldron, we get rid of him. So there's some glimmer of hope. And I'm going to this Packers game. We wake up super early in the morning. I'm slamming claws on the way to the game. I open an immersive Pikachu on the train ride there. We're trying our best. We're saying, you know, we might get destroyed by the Packers, but whatever. Let's just go in excited and try our best. And what happens is something very special. The first half starts to go really well. Our offense is moving with our new offensive coordinator. Our offensive coordinator, things are starting to move. We're not punting that much. We're making substantial drives, moves together down the field. Our defense is looking great. We're holding Love down. We're getting turnovers. And I remember I'm at halftime. We met up with some of our friends. We're all stoked. We're jumping around. We're happy. We're smiling. We're laughing. Halftime's going great, and the second half is even better. We go out, we go out hitting, we get the ball. We go down, we score. We're moving the ball down the field. And sure enough, it's getting towards the end of the fourth quarter, and we're not up by 1 score, we're up by 2 scores. Then the Packers start to come back. Packers get a field goal. It's down to be a 1-score game. We're only up by 6. Love throws a giant 50-yard bomb that, in my opinion, wasn't caught. It was reviewed by New York. New York has been fucking us all year. Excuse my language. Okay, it didn't get overturned. Runs down the field, scores a touchdown. Now the Bears are down 1. Now vibes are off again. There's only a couple minutes left. And then what I watch is an absolutely masterful drive down the field from our rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams. An absolute star. Gets the ball, starts to get some adversity, takes an early penalty, goes down, is facing like a 3rd and 20. Hits a dagger, 12-yard pass. 4th and 9, we miss. We don't get 9 yards, we lose. Throws one of the best throws I've ever seen. Back shoulder to fellow rookie Rome Odunze in the corner. And we're freaking out. We're losing our goddamn minds. Because the Packers have beaten us 10 times in a row. No lie. We face the Packers twice a year. They've beaten us for 5 fucking years straight. 10 times in a row. And now we're on the goddamn driver's seat to win. Play keeps going. We're getting to the very end. Boom. Caleb Williams, another lightning strike to the middle of the field, gets to the 30. Now we're kicking a field goal. It's a 46-yarder. In the NFL, under 50 yards should be a chip shot. You're making a 46-yard field goal pretty much every single time. We run out the clock, 1 second left, hit a timeout. I'm standing there, the Bear in Soldier Field, arm around my best friend, thinking this is going to be the time we're going to beat the Packers for the first time in fucking 11 games. And what happens? The goddamn field goal gets blocked. And we lose 20-19. A disaster. The vibes of the place went from one of the most excited and happy I've ever seen, dead silent. A varietal of fans all slowly sulk out back to their seats. I have a picture of I took a selfie at this point. If you want to get an idea of what my vibe was like at that very moment. This is me. Devastated. Walking out. Happy Packers fans all around us. All the people around us pissed off. A damn disaster. 4 weeks straight, we've lost. This one finally having some glimmers of hope, but there's a lot to pull from the game. A lot of excitement, a lot of hype. A lot of great things that happened there. And then this week, going up against the 8-2 Vikings, one of the absolute best teams in football. Everything is pointing to, with a 4-game losing streak, we should be down in the dumps. But there's a lot of excitement. You know, Caleb played well. We were 1 field goal kick away from beating one of the better teams in the league in Packers. And then we're playing the Vikings. Playing the Vikings today. This was today, not 10 hours, not 12 hours ago. I was sitting there elated. And the game starts really bad. They go all the way down the field. They're at our 1-yard line, and a miracle happens. They're running the ball on the 1-yard line. Our backup safety, Jonathan Owens, who is dating Simone Biles, fun fact, runs in, strips the ball. We get the ball at the 1. Couple punts back and forth, and we drive all the way down the field. And the first time in 11 games, the Bears have scored first. We had not scored first in 10 fucking games, and we finally scored first in the 11th game. We're up 6-0, 7-0. The rest of the half was a little rough. The rest of the half didn't go great. We ended up getting another field goal, but they ended up going up 17-10. And the second half wasn't great either. Second half was not looking good at all. We're getting beat up left and right. Just weren't really kind of getting anything to click together. And it ended up, we're sitting there down 8 points with the ball, a little bit more than 2 minutes left. And what I see is one of the best drives I've ever seen from Caleb Williams. Marches down the field, slowly but surely, taking the ball down, securing the ball, making some amazing passes. And we score with just a little over 30 seconds left on the clock. Now there's something you could do in football called an onside kick. Essentially what you try and do is when you kick off, you try and recover the ball again. However, they changed the onside kick recently, so you have to declare it. And no one had made an onside kick the entire year. So it's like, you know what? Me and my roommate were happy. We're content. We saw some great drives from Caleb. We got it to within 3. That's really exciting. But now we're kicking an onside kick. It's not going to happen. And a miracle happens. Again, a miracle. The onside kick goes forward. It hits the opponent in the leg. We recover it. The Bears get the ball down 3, 30 seconds left. No timeouts. A strike. An absolute dart. 40 yards to DJ Moore. Caught it right in the middle of the field. Run up, spike the ball. 2-3 seconds left on the clock. We have a field goal lined up. Now, mind you, my last two memories of a field goal were earlier in this game where we had another field goal blocked, and last time where we lost on a soul-crushing block field goal in the final seconds. But this time, it was true. We had the most miraculous time bringing it back to overtime that I've ever seen. An amazing thing. I was up, I was jumping around. My dog was pissed off that me and my roommate were yelling. We were freaking out. We were like, this is it. We got this. The coin toss comes out. We get the ball first. If we score, we get it. And Caleb gets the ball. Runs it back. Moving. Left and right. Eyes down the field. You think he's going to break out, make a really big play? Nope. Gets sacked. 15-yard loss. Another play, not much happens. We have to punt the ball away. Next score wins. Vikings slowly but surely march the ball down the field. They get through a third and 14, first and 20, first and 15. Our defense holds them super well for 2 plays and then lets up a big 20-yard chunk play. They march it down to the 10, kick the field goal. Bears lose their 5th game in a row. I'm an injured, hurt man. For the last 5 weeks, I've had a last-second Hail Mary, 2 embarrassing losses to terrible teams where we got slaughtered and didn't even try, a blocked field goal I saw with my own 2 eyes against the Packers, who have our biggest rivalry in sports, and then a heartbreak as we come back to tie up the game after being so statistically improbable to even have a chance at the game, only to have it ripped away once again. Being a Bears fan is the hardest fucking job in America, and never fucking support a football team. If you don't like football, don't like football. Just never join and fucking put your heart and soul into a sports team because it'll ruin you for life. That's all I can say. Thank you for letting me rant. I really wanted to get that out. God damn it, dude. Vikings will make the playoffs and throw it in the worst way possible. Yeah, maybe, man. You should have a new coach next year, brother. If that was so set in stone, man. That were so set in stone. That's what we said last year. I'll believe it when I fucking see it. Yeah, we want Benny Johnson, man. You're playing Gladiator on top of Sinister London. You're playing Gladiator on top of Armor, brother. This is something I would not recommend personally. Could do a football story every week. That was fun. Maybe. I just need to get that out of my fucking system, man. Being a Bears fan fucking sucks, dude. It's the worst thing I do to myself. Not even close. Wow, you stay in, huh? Rude. I'm fairly certain we just get too big. It just doesn't really matter. We cannot play Cosmo and play Nebula Heimdall. Probably the way. I'm just gonna play all the cards and then just tell them to beat it. I just don't think they can. Oh, thank you. I just simply don't think you can win. Like, how are you winning right? Do you have a 12 power card I don't know about? Speaking of gladiators, Gladiator 2 is better than you thought. Pog. As a Dolphins fan, you can relate? No, you can't, man. The Dolphins have one of the best head coaches in the league. You have Tyreek Hill. You can't relate as a Dolphins fan. Don't think you can relate to me as a Dolphins fan. There's 3 fan bases I will let sulk like the Bears sulk. The Lions, the Browns, and the Jets. Not the Bengals, man. You guys went to the fucking Super Bowl like 3 years ago. What are you talking about? If you're a Jets, Browns, or Lions fans, I can have camaraderie. 49ers? What are you talking about? The 49ers have been to like have been to 2 Super Bowls. The Bengals? You had Hushmanzada. That's a name I haven't thought about in a long time. We're not talking about the Bills. The Bills are great, man. Bills are set for a while. Sulk saying you don't get a sulk, but you have deep mood swings quarter by quarter. That's fair. Bears have won a Super Bowl. The Bengals have not. Bears won a Super Bowl 39 fucking years ago, bro. That's older than my old ass. Fucking 9 years ago you're talking about. The audacity. Except for every week as a Falcons fan. I did live in Atlanta when that happened. That shit was crazy, man. I believe in the Lions, man. This is your year, though. You got to go for it this year. Because Benny Johnson ain't staying another year, man. And he's special. How does being a sports fan work when the players switch team to different states? You just root against that player once they switch? I mean, you can. Realistically, you can do whatever you want. Shit. Sucks. Probably win with Heimdall left, though. Heimdall left should win. We could also try like this. Is this safer? This is Deshaun middle. Nah, it's not real. Close, but no cigar. Heimdall also won.
Victory.
We could have done either. Actually, Heimdall would have been close. I think if we Heimdall, we had to hit Hawkeye. We would have won by 1. We had a 50-50 with Heimdall left. I think I like this play better. People do be thinking that Shadow King just wins you lanes for free. If they would have moved Nocturne and went Roots, nah, it still would have lost. Yeah, there's a single elimination playoff, but usually when like, I don't know, sports fans in the US don't really like kind of lock into players. They more just lock into teams. Now, I personally, I usually have like 1 or 2 pet players around the league that I really like, usually because they crushed on my fantasy team or something. But pretty much since Josh Allen has been in the team, since Josh Allen has been in the league, the Bills have been my second favorite team. Because if you don't like Josh Allen, you don't like football. It's just, I mean, it's just straight up, bro. Josh Allen is just big, angry football quarterback who makes fucking big time plays. Swangs his dick around. He's so entertaining to watch. I love watching Bills football, man. I'm gonna jump through a table if the Bills win the Super Bowl for fun. It's a big thing that the Bills Mafia do because they're psychopaths. You're Ravens again because of Ed Reed? Ed Reed was sick, man. Oh, I'll film it. I'm a content creator. You think I would... Think I would jump off a table and not make content out of it? Are you crazy? Wongers. Double Gwenpool. That was Colton, so I'm Colton. That's how most sports fandom starts for sure. It's completely fine. Should probably be running here, right? Like double Gwenpool is a lot. Alternatively, Heimdall middle. Heimdall left? Heimdall left is better. I think we win?
I see the way.
Lose by 1 fucking point. And M'Baku. M'Baku! They thumbs up me. A loser. It would have been much more devastating if we had won and then M'Baku ripped it away from us. I think I should have played middle always. I don't know why I played left. I think that was incorrect. No, I would have lost no matter what because of the M'Baku. Actually, what that would have done was that would have made me win and had the M'Baku win, which would have been much more devastating. Peace J is going to flip me off too. Yeah, they're cool people. This deck is going to diner? Sure. Every deck is going to diner. Not playing middle is a choice. Rum, bum, bum, ba-dum. Let's do this. Who's composed solely using the debug menus? Yeah, this is a called Hydro City Zone was what it was called. That Sonic 3 album is great. We're gonna draw a lot of cards. This is assuredly true. Oh no, man, no Heimdall left really sucks. That's like potentially a disaster.
Opponent snapped.
I think we're kind of big chilling. Oh, 7 opponent?
I see the way.
Get Heimdall. What a great card. What a beautiful, beautiful card. I love you, Heimdall.
Victory.
499. I think if you're gonna spend 2 keys, you should always be willing to use them all. Anytime you're willing to go for a spotlight, you should save up 4 keys and be willing to use all of them to get all the cards. The most efficient way to use your keys. I mean, the Legion was right. It's just, I mean, it's very hard to play around Heimdall. People just don't expect Heimdall ever. It's an impossible card to play around. I guess it's not impossible, but it's improbable for sure. Problem is every set of cards contains at least 2 you already have. Yeah. I mean, every set of cards has... Wait, that's impossible that every set of cards has at least 2 you already have. Because that would mean you have every... Unless you have every card. At which point, then... You're just kind of vibing. And you're just buying the 1 card every time, like moi. Let's just get Surtur, Cosmo down left. And just start slamming 10s, man. The long game, huh, Salty Nugget? Alright, let's not get Cosmo down yet, then. I'm kind of chill. No need to rush anything. Let's kill off our Catherine Bishop. It's okay. Not every, but 90%. I mean, that's then you just go for cards that you want. It's the same thing, except you're just not targeting cards. It's what everyone does. I really liked acidic arrow there. What are you gonna do? I'll bide my time. I'm winning, so it's kind of on them to figure out what to do, right?
I am Iron Man.
Ah. Okay. Well, what this probably means that they are tribunal. And maybe we can stop a Mystique here. I think we take a shot at that. It's crazy some people seem to have no idea how to effectively use their keys or their resources. I don't think it's crazy at all. It's just you're probably jaded by being insanely online.
The mystery intrigues me.
We're probably just dead here. I don't think we can beat the amount of power that we'll need to win.
Opponent snapped.
The only like solitaire, like there's only like 2 solitaire decks realistically in Snap. Tribunal and Hela are kind of the only 2 things that are as close to solitaire as you can get. But yeah, if you don't have Enchantress or Disruption, you just kind of get beat by those decks. Just don't open the cards you already have. So true. Just, if it were me, I would simply not pull cards that I already had. I have to really hold myself back from saying horrible things to people on Twitter after Bears games. Chat, do you think I should be less, like, more unhinged on Twitter? I've thought about trying to just, like, start making jokes about a bunch of shit and just commenting on, like, just not giving a shit and just commenting on a bunch of crazy things and being a wild person. Yes? You'd like this? You safe on Blue Sky? No one uses Blue Sky, man. Come on. Blue Sky's like fetch, man. Stop trying to make fetch happen. That's the point. Fair, fair, fair.
Power must be controlled.
F. Pretty happy they didn't snap us there. bet if my opponent knew how to snap at the right times, they'd be really good at this game, man. Good thing about Twitter, it's no matter how unhinged you are, you're owned by the reigning champ of unhinged, so you look sane in comparison. That's pretty true.
Escaped.
True, that's pretty true. I feel like I could be kind of funny on Twitter. But like all my Twitter is right now is essentially, it's random, sometimes bears posting, and then just like deck highlights. And sometimes a perfectly grilled steak. But I also kind of want to like, I don't know, I want to like interact with people like a crazy person. It seems fun. I don't know if it would be bad for my brand though. Like start shooting my shot with a bunch of hot Twitter girls. Would y'all back me up if I had started shooting my shot like a maniac? Or would you make fun of me? Bots are the real thing? The real thing, of course.
This just in.
Double Surtur all the way across the sky. Start tweeting at corporations with unhinged things about products. You can do both. Will you publicly back me up and privately make fun of me? I can accept publicly. I can accept privately being made fun of. I can take that. As long as publicly you support me. And say things like about how I saved cats and shit. Not a bad deal. I think it's a pretty good deal. How far am I in Deadpool's Diner? Like 6. In every way except for signing up for a Twitter account? It's a pretty important aspect of it, wouldn't you think? Oh my gosh. Friend of the show, Pawnee Pun. Wow. What's up, Pawnee's Pawns? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Sharing your amazing and beautiful community with me. Beep boop. Hello, Pawnee. How are you? Pawnee, I was just asking my chat if I should be more unhinged on Twitter. Do you think that I should be more unhinged on Twitter? Or keep my very brand safe... Or keep my my very brand safe way that I've been tweeting? What's more unhinged? I don't know, just saying whatever like crazy thoughts come into my mind.
Victory.
Hitting jokes, shooting my shot with hot Twitter girls. Just going absolutely feral. The subject of Unhinged is the VOD with 2 hours of deck sucking all the way up on YouTube. Why wouldn't it be up on YouTube? Sucking deck is an important part of the game when you're playing Cassandra Nova. And if you think that that's weird, or that there's some kind of joke behind it, you're the one who's being weird and not me. We were talking for like 2 hours about sucking deck, and about how you have to play Cassandra Nova to suck their deck. And if they have an Arishem deck, their deck is big and fat for you to suck. And people are saying that it's like weird, and I don't understand. We went on this whole thing talking about it, and everyone was like hugging me and saying crazy stuff. This is Pornhub. By the way, guys, if y'all don't know Pawnee Pub, Pawnee's an incredible streamer. She's very, very funny. I sometimes hang out there and ask her questions. It's a very comfy, cool vibe. It would mean a lot to me if you're not already followed with Pawnee. Thank you so much for the giant pawn hub. I appreciate it. If you're not already following Pawnee, it would mean a lot for me. You click the heart up at the top of the stream. I want to give her a follow and go and check her out. We were talking about Serial the other night. It's true. Incredible streamer. Well, she is a streamer. Your name is Hillary Clinton's emails. You can't have the name Hillary Clinton's emails and expect to be taken seriously by anyone. Just to let you know. Which is okay. But I just have to make sure that you know that no one will ever take anything that you say in Twitch chat seriously. Because your name is Hillary Clinton emails. They know. That's good. It's an important thing to know. You got to be self-aware. Self-awareness is a virtue. Chat, we're gonna fucking lose, man. Thank you for the Moon Knight.
All systems go.
I don't think we beat Darkhawk anywhere, right? The hood left is just too good. Wouldn't be fair to be to Chadway Alfonso, that wasn't the case. Very true. I'm looking good with these locations. Hell yeah, brother. Well, Heimdall, shit ton of cards and Bar with no name is a joke. Why not? You remember the whole chat descending into deck sucking delirium? Which was weird because it was just, everyone was making it weird, which is the thing that pissed me off. Like, everyone tried to make it a sexual thing, and it's just like, come on, man. Just because Cass is a female card, you're gonna make it sexual? The fuck is this, man? I thought I led to better morals from chat. We can't talk about deck sucking without making it non-sexual. Goddamn travesty. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing sexual about sucking deck. Everyone tries to be weird about it, man. It pisses me off. Sucking a mean deck isn't sexual? There are some mean decks out there, man. And they must be sucked. This is true. Asking Twitch chat to be normal? Impossible. I love Tarnex, man. What a gorgeous, gorgeous location you are, Tarnex. This is a bad start, though. Cards don't really do anything. What does suck mean in this context? You know, have you ever played Cassandra Nova? She gives the decks the suck. First deck you sucked, you were nervous, but it gets easier. Everything gets easier with time. Most beautiful part about being alive. So I think that the resounding response is that I should be more unhinged on Twitter, which is pretty exciting. Oh man, if it brought the Nebula back, that would have been so funny. That was a crazy hit. Insanely good hit for them. Banna, banna. Rude. This is so good. Should just win. Pretty hard, very hard for them to win, I would say. Actually, wait, this is cooked. Yeah, this may be cooked. Tuma makes this a bit cooked. Is it this? Yes, it's this. A lot of people kind of mess up, I feel like, how to win Throne Room. Like, they don't think that the Throne Room goes as crazy as it does. I feel like people mess it up a lot. Do not get some bullshit thing that wins you the game. Don't play Heimdall against Binks. Yeah, people really don't calculate Throne Room. Wait, what? What's the sound? What's the sound guy? Strong effect. Yeah, I played Heimdall Galactus. Amalgamation of Heimdall and Galactus against me together. They failed miserably. Bonnie, if you're still here, do you watch football? I did a 25-minute rant about the Bears earlier. It was a lot of fun. I need to blow off steam. It felt really good. You don't? Good. Never start. And if you do follow the best team, don't look back. No, I don't really watch the NBA. I used to watch the NBA a decent bit, but now I'll go to like maybe one game a year and watch 2 or 3. I like watch it if I'm at the bar and it's on, you know? Just like the halftime shows during the Super Bowl? Hell yeah. They had Usher, man. Here's my goat. These are my confessions. Just when I thought I said all I could say, my chick on the side. She got one on the way. These are my confessions. Man, I'm moaning. I don't know what to do. Guess I gotta keep up.
Escaped.
The 2 sports I follow pretty heavily are UFC and NFL. Yeah, the Bears on a 5-game winning streak, and they lost at the last second 3 of those games in devastating fashion. I've kind of just been broken down. It's kind of just like had a really negative effect on my life. I think Jones is dodging Aspinall. Yeah, but I think that he has every right to as the GOAT. I do think if he doesn't fight Aspinall next, he should give him the title. So. My opinion on the Aspinall thing is I think that Aspinall, I think that John Jones is just like at this point he's just like I think it's petty. I don't even think he's like scared of Aspinall. I think he's just fucking petty, and he's just annoyed that everyone won't shut the fuck up about how he has to fight Aspinall. And he's just like, fuck you. What if I just don't? So like, is he dodging him? Yes, but I think he has every right to. He's the GOAT for sure. Jones like 37, 38. Sure. If I draw Zabu Nebula, that's great. Nice. I did lose Scar earlier, which really sucks, but what are you gonna do, eh? Maybe just Heimdall left. Should like always win. It should be another very cheeky Heimdall W. I'm gonna guess they're gonna Shang-Chi right. I get shit on.
I see the way.
I want the throne.
It's damn close, man. Triple Rouge hit.
Victory.
Triple Rouge Gwenpool. I'm loving Surtur. You can't wait to get his variant for the season pass. Yeah, the variant looks nice, man. Check the YouTube VOD for the cash stream. It's the only one of mine that doesn't have auto closed captions. Probably because it's 9 hours. It'll be there eventually. It just takes a while. I think it just takes a lot of processing power for them to do auto captions for 9 hours of content. Or maybe it's because I talked about sucking deck, but I don't know. Yeah, I doubt it. Because there's no reason I should be in trouble for that. It's just part of the game. Acid arrow? Hello? Should we snap and then fake acid arrow? And then laugh? Now ideally what'll happen here is they play a card left. You stop acid arrow? No, they just don't care. That's fair. Respect not giving a shit. Thumbs up me. Guy with the Scream deck? Oh, is that you I was playing against earlier? You guys, an emote spam or play them before? Well, hopefully we just won't let them win. That'll kind of solve the whole emote spamming problem. I'm looking to draw. I don't think anything. I think we just play basic arrow this turn, actually. Bull and Bar Sinister have a 0-cost scar. What's the value of that, though? Not very much. I would just play a 0-cost scar, I guess.
I am the Sorcerer Supreme.
As long as I can just win middle, I just win. Is the thing? Oh, never mind. I did that. Pretty cool. Jeez.
Victory.
All right, chat, we're going to get a 3-minute ad break. Want to see the ad? You can pay $6. You can check, see if you have a Twitch Prime subscription available by clicking the subscribe button and use a little Prime toggle. If you're watching YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. I'll see you in 3 minutes. I think John Jones is going to fight Pereira. Yeah. I mean, he's been said the exact same thing. He's like, if I fight again, I'm going to fight Pereira or else I'm going to retire. And I think that he will just keep doing that until he'll either retire or do that. Unless they pay him a bunch of money, and Dana White's a cheap piece of garbage, so he probably won't. And Dana White has, you know, let fighters just go. Look at, you know, Ngannou. Ngannou just basically said, you have to start paying me more money, otherwise I'll walk. And then, he said, well, I'm not doing that shit. And then, you know, he walked, is the thing. We'll just have to see. Dana White's just in this position where he has a stranglehold on MMA because the UFC is head and shoulders above any other brand. Like, what is the closest other one? Bellator? Like, as far as like pay-per-view MMA, like UFC is the premier MMA brand, and it's not even close. No one even competes. So you can kind of just get away with like using that power to basically tell these big guys who come in, like, I'm not going to pay you more money, but if you want to ever be an actual superstar and, you know, advance your career, you kind of have to come through the UFC. Which sucks. It's a really shitty thing to do, but, you know, it's just another example of capitalism being trash for the working man. And really good for very powerful CEOs and presidents like Dana White. Who would have thunk it? And maybe there'll be a fighters union someday. That'd be cool. But I doubt it. Destroy deck. You come in, your first message is just naming a deck. He had a Heimdall in that last game. How does Snap determine which cards move left? It's just by order of their positioning in the lane. So there's 4 positions in a lane. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll show it once the board shows up. So each lane has 4 positions. There's top left, which is 1. Top right is 2. Bottom left is 3. Bottom right is 4. Try to Galactus Binks. Thank you for the win condition. So essentially, Heimdall will try and move as many cards from middle to left as possible. So if there's 3 spots, it'll move spot 1, 2, and 3 to the left. And then it'll try and move as many cards from the right to the middle as possible. How the game decides how that works. Hopefully that answers your question. What if they play Wave here? And I Galactus them. That'd be fun. Psylocke. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't want to Galactus, but I can't imagine it'll go well. I should have thought to knock Cosmo right and Cosmo middle or left. Now we're gonna get goblins coming down on our side. Ooh, actually, I should hold a Tuma. That could be really good for killing a goblin if they go goblin left. Yeah, I messed that up. And now we just win through lane's profit. Straight and simple and easy. Piggyback Heimdall question: how do you think cards like Hercules Scream decide which to affect? Scream, they're both always first.
Victory.
The first card that gets moved. So in the Heimdall case, it would be the card here that's in position 1. Because it's the first one to move. It goes boop, 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 boom. Don't try and Galactus Binks. Let that be a lesson to you. Ooh, all your drops are belong to me. Thank you for the delicious drops. Yummy, yummy. Damn, we're doing really well. We're up 1,000 ranks today. $13-9 plus 22 cubes. Cube a game on the nose. That's good. Oh, it's 2nd, 5th, friend of the show. Can't be ideal. I think you usually want to draw Wiccan with your Wiccan deck. No drops booster? No one has a drops booster. Hope that helps. And if you actually thought there was a drops booster, I'd recommend looking inward and hoping that you don't get scammed in your life. Because you're probably more likely to get scammed than the normal person. It works on other channels? So true, my bad. You're right. Silly me. How could this happen to me? Oh, nice. Securing priority here is huge. Securing priority is massive here. How fun is... Oh, what's up, Caboose? How are you? How fun is Founders Wolf debating getting the variant in the shop? I did get that variant. I don't know if you're talking about the one with, like, the spooky green. It's not a maybe then, Chapata. I'm telling you. It might be a tough pill to swallow, that you just believe that, but... It's not a maybe. It's a... I'm explaining to you that that is what happened. Dara started that, and then a bunch of other people have done similar things. I think that Fenris is very solid. I think it'll be good for a while. I mean, I don't really imagine a world where Fenris doesn't see some level of play. Whenever there's like Shang sees good play, like Fenris, you kind of want to bring along with Shang. And then those Moon Knight decks are just like generally going to be good stats decks. I got the spooky green one. I like the spooky green one. It kind of reminds me of the Destroyer, the spooky green Destroyer. But I think Fenris will be a playable card for a very long time. It just gets too much upside for it not to be playable. Border on the Spider-Man looks sick. Yeah, that black web border is nice. I think I put mine on my Venom, or I maybe still have it. I like just like throwing a bunch of shit in Moore Island early. Just to get as much extra power as possible. Moon Knight, did I get the web shop variant? No, I don't really use the web shop ever. Should probably get this out of hand. Really want to see Scar here. We're in some trouble, though.
Excuse me. We still got a T3 sub.
Yo,
A
Desmond.
legendary T3 sub.
Thank you so much, Desmond. Da Binksy. Thank you so much, Desmond, for the year of T3, you absolute fucking legend. I appreciate your support as always. Thank you for being here. Wow, Give Me Space there is actually so good. How do they win left? Don't really know. Heimdall's pretty bad, unfortunately. It's to 28. They killed Morbius already. I don't know how we lose here. You used to hear the Banksy sound drop a lot while you slept. There's a Moon Knight bundle in the web store specifically calling out the synergy with Fenris. It's a good thing to call out. It's true. Don't hurt me. Okay, peace. Not even fucking close, dude.
Apocalypse.
Not even close.
Victory.
Imagine thinking that game was even going to be remotely close, man. Crazy. More island. Be like Hawkeye here. This card is so good, man. Even though this card is played a lot, it still might be like the most underrated card in the game. No cap. Okay, card statistics for top 50% infinite. Shadow King is 32% play rate right now. It's a lot. Wait, why is Kate Bishop so low? What is in my mind? Kate Bishop they have in B tier. It's kind of surprising. 52.6% win rate, 11.4% popularity, 1.3 cubes per game. Wonder how good Acid Arrow is. Sorry, opponent. I'm busy. I kind of just want to slam Cole Obsidian next turn and just kind of deal with it later. Yeah, locations never batch, man. Scar's the worst hit? It's fine. It's not completely fine. Like, they get to... Well, they probably are going to rip this now. Or they should, in my opinion. Get as much more island juice as they can. Kate Bishop might be the best 2-drop in a vacuum. Yeah, it's her or Shadow King, right? Damn. Well played. You got me. I do not think I have a win condition any longer, unfortunately. But if they're not going to snap, I will take a stab at it. I'm not even going to get to draw a card. I think Kate Bishop's just crazy, man. She does like everything. I don't understand how Untapped does their tiers. I feel like it like batches things in weird ways. Like for instance, the Infinite is batched higher in B tier than Kate Bishop. However, it has less average cubes, way less win rate, and less popularity. Like a significant amount. Always so funky to me. Does everything except give you Acid Arrow? She gives it to you half the time. Is that not enough for you? Peace. Yeah, in a vacuum for sure. It used to be between White Widow and Kate Bishop. Now White Widow sucks ass. But that's kind of fair. White Widow was bullshit. Wham bam boozer. Also, location batching is funny when you're talking about the hot location. Yeah, Whitewood was like a top card and just a annoying ass card. Frustrating as shit card. Oh, we gotta do the Hulkbuster thing. Get extra server triggers. Ass, you thought Whitewood only lost a point of power in the Widow's Kiss? Brother didn't even come close to reading the patch notes. Kate Bishop or Nico? Kate Bishop and IMO. I am a known Nico slight disrespecter. They don't really run any tech, so. Probably just gonna beat the shit out of them. No love for goth girls? Tons of love for goth girls. Look at this Surtur tech. You're gonna get a lot of points middle. It's not gonna be enough, I don't think. I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna outpoint you middle. I could be wrong, but there's a lot of points, man. I'm not gonna calculate it either. It sounds hard. I'm just gonna slam a lot of points. I hope it's enough. Deadpool Designer just ugh. Yeah, I've talked about Deadpool Diner a lot. In my opinion, if you find it to be a chore, which I do, just lower the amount of time you do it by like a pretty significant margin. Sif could be on the Malekith? I mean, I have no other plays. This is just simply the way that I win. About a 50-50 to go middle? Okay, yeah, just kill my biggest card. That's cool. We would have lost either way, though. By 1. Wow, the Colleen Wing Under was so clutch for them. Actually would have lost even though we had this guy here by exactly 1 point. Would have been 52 to 53. Tough. Yeah, you just play the highest table possible, you run out of bubs, and then you just come back in 8 hours. And then if you put it off long enough, there's going to be a coalition of people who will just gift you a bunch of shit. You just have to get to like 400,000. Once you get to like the 400,000 table, you'll eventually just be able to retreat, and then find someone who gives you like 2 million bubs every time. I think it's the 80,000 table and the 400,000 table is where they focus. Yeah, don't worry about the variant. Just get the card. No need to worry at all about the variant. Gar Heimdall, right? An option? It would have lost, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no. I guess Heimdall is kind of interesting. Ooh, maybe you're right. Maybe I should have, went for it. Identified that they were probably going to throw right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I should have done the Heimdall thing. Good call out. kind of cooked to Ghost Rider left, but also nothing we can do about it. We get Heimdall eventually. Actually, we're not cooked to this.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, I do need Zabu or Nebula. It's Surtur. It's not Zabu or Nebula. We just do this in a Heimdall right. Hope it's enough. Could be. Should be, as a matter of fact. Not gonna expect the Heimdall. They simply never do. Is the cool thing about Heimdall. That they never expect it. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Do I have to do it here? And I almost lost.
I see the way.
Instead I won in beautiful, amazing fashion.
Victory.
I love Heimdall. Just a beautiful card, man. I like the vote. At least this card feels low priority. I mean, you should get the card. I think you're crazy not to get the card. I do dislike that. Same thing with High Voltage is that they started doing 2 cards when they do this, where they have a weekly card still and they do it. I actually like that it had a break. I've expressed that frustration to the devs, but I'm sure the stats just show that they make more money when they don't do that, unfortunately. You love High Voltage? Me too. High Voltage was fun, man. Marvel Snap Crack. I mean, don't try, you're just not missing much. Yeah, but if you're saying you're not missing much, you say it doesn't matter if you in my opinion. Which I don't think you should do. Is what I meant. Which is what I said. Because I say what I mean and I do what I say. It's the thing. What's the secret tunnel? What are you planning here? Sounds like a 1 in 3 of being a catastrophic failure. I don't think they can do three Surturs. They're kind of being chilling here. I don't think they have the ability to get 3 triggers. Very unlikely. We lose to nothing.
Victory.
Yeah, as long as you just show up and you're playing every day and you just max spend your bubs and try and double up like a quarter of the time, you'll be fine. I think people get too caught up in trying to do it all right away and get frustrated and like get pissed off at it. Sure, the devs are listening to feedback. Devs listen to feedback. They just often make choices that are better for the business than for the players, which, again, in a capitalistic society, you can't complain for them to do. It's a bit silly to expect them to just do something that is bad for business. Most decisions a business make are about making more money. Just the world we live in. Now, some businesses are better at making it not seem that way, but every business is doing it. I think that's the biggest thing, that why I have such a dissenting opinion to the masses about how Marvel Snap does a lot of things. Because there's just a lot of things that you can, like, do and, like, you want to have happen. It would be nice if they happened. But at the end of the day, they're just usually going to do what's best for business. We win with Heimdall left. We do this. I gotta imagine a pretty likely play would be Kitty left. Something right? Oh, Heimdall left probably wins, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'm being stupid here. I have a lot of points left already. Heimdall isn't that many points. Kind of the main issue. This is a potential play. Do something like this. Hope they can't win right. Looks like we got him. Heimdall left would have assuredly lost by a lot. There must be no way $99 bundles are best for business. No one buys them.
Victory.
Come on, man. I no offense, that's like a 14-year-old take. You think that a business is putting out $99 bundles that no one is buying? That's what you think? Come on, man. Come on, man. If you don't think they're specifically and have tailored in what bundles to put out to make the maximum amount of money from the player's base, and doing that, and instead just being like, well, $99 bundles, even though no one's buying them, this will look cool. Yeah, we live in the real world, man. This is like, these are real human beings who are making these decisions. Like, it's... I understand that's like, you see takes like that on Reddit all the time, and that's part of the reason why it's just like, it turns into just a cesspool, because people just have no idea or understanding of how these businesses make money. Which is probably good, man. It's kind of depressing. It's not a fun thing to think about, right? It's fucked up. Yeah, mobile games are all about the 1% of whales who make almost all the money. It's really messed up. I mean, I agree, but it's, I mean, everything capitalist is really messed up. Like, anytime you start to dive, like, tear apart the structures of our entire society, Realize how fucked everything is. Super predatory. The funny thing is that it seems super predatory. It's not even close to how predatory mobile games are. It's not even close to how predatory other mobile games are. It's not even on the same. It's no joke. It's not even on the same. They're not even on the same fucking wavelength as some of the other ones, man. If you think Snap's super predatory, holy shit, man. So many other like mobile games are so bad. Go talk to someone about Honkai Star Rail or Diablo Immortal. See what they're cooking. If you want to see Marvel Snap be super predatory, watch like cards like Scar be like 11 power if you have every single variant of it. If you have 5 copies of every Scar variant, you can combine them so that all of your Scars have 1 extra power. Crazy, man. That's the kind of shit they got in the other games. Now, I'm not saying like, I'm not giving Marvel Snap a free pass. I'm just saying like, comparisons are, there's a lot going on there. Like, I'm not saying the Snap isn't predatory. I'm saying there's a lot of shit that's more predatory. Good or whatever that's good or bad. It is true. Let's just try this. It's probably fine. Big part of it for you is that you don't play a lot of mobile games. Good. You shouldn't. Easy game. For the Stormbreaker is a joke.
Victory.
Never say they did. You simply say they don't care. Correct. They're a business. You think any business cares like how predatory they're getting money, or do you think they care more about how they're getting money? It's like you could really easily look at like something like Secondary, it's like, oh, they're being ruthless and terrible and they don't care and this is awful that they're doing. It's like they're just a member of society, brother. They're just a member of society. They're just trying their best in a fucked industry. Ben Bro's just out here making the only profitable card games and no one knows how. What do you think Second Dinner's next game is going to be? Last year they were hiring a bunch of people to do a second game. I'm really excited to see what it is, man. You can say anything you want about the monetization or balance and Snap. This is just one of the best designed games I've ever fucking played, man. Probably some kind of auto battler? That'd be sick, man. I bet they'd make a real good one. Play any platform fighters? Yes, I played several thousand hours of Smash Brothers Melee. I also do currently play Rivals of Aether, but I haven't played it in a while. I was actually just watching the LACS Ludwig Ahgren Invitational Series. Watching some exciting Melee action and Rivals action. What is a rival? Do, 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 do.
Who will the winds bring?
Piece of shit. Tournament is such a great watch. Many people are saying this. Rivals 2 is very fun. Alright, I was maybe gonna leave, but we did get Scar. To land us at 33, this lands us the same amount. This is a little cooked. We only win if they don't have Scar, right? So we should just leave. If they don't have Scar, they could get us. Do you know if the new game will also have Marvel IP? I don't know if that's been confirmed or denied or anything. They've literally said 0 about it. The Crag Ditto was lit. I just wish they would buff Locks, man. I'm a Locks main. The only representation they had was Hungrybox, who wasn't very good. Yeah, the Alliance went crazy this week, man. Still sitting in the top of the cubes category. Pretty exciting. There are people who are just that go crazier on bounties, but I still got the most cubes. The whole Alliance. Feel like I'm holding down the fort in a pretty cool way. Be proud of myself there. Chat, we were still averaging 1 cube per game. Exactly. 10 games later. Only because you threatened us? I was threatening. I did kick a bunch of people out of the Alliance, too. Oh, good boy. Our dog just did a cough. It was fear that drove us? Good. Good. Fear me. Chat, quiz time. Would you rather be loved or feared? I think I played Surtur not first. Maybe I did. Or be loved? Pussies. Oh shit.
I am Iron Man.
Really good, I'm not gonna lie to you. Farthest like to be run over by someone who loves you? Sounds like someone who's never had a crazy girlfriend. It's not love? I'm surprised what love is. It's infatuation.
Hey man, I'm cool.
Is it? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Should have played around Bastard Iron Man Mystique. On me. The 1 or 2 fear boners? Fear boners. Don't make fun of fear boners, man. Real condition. Slapjack. Hello to you. Hi. Well. You and yours. This gets us the lead left, and we can follow it with crossbones. Can do. Alright, as long as we get the lead, it's fine, so we have somewhere to land our crossbones. Quite important. Big problem now is that we don't really have Surtur, we don't have Scar. Kind of missing some of the top end stuff that we need. I think we go to Surtur here. The bird, the birds. I always yelled at myself for order, but then I realized not how that works. We're fine. Good luck, Slapjack. I do not know how you'd beat me. But if you could, I'd be very impressed. Dice roll emoji. It's a dice roll indeed. Live by the Cersei, you die by the Cersei, brother. Now, would you have won anyway? No. But that did get you cast rolled.
Victory.
We love a good cast roll. Yes, we do, folks. Alright, chat, we're going to take it through to that break. If you want to see the edge, you can pay $6. You can check see if you have a Twitch Prime subscription available by clicking the subscribe button. Use the little Prime toggle. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure to follow. See you in 3 minutes. I had Bandle. I had Bandle in a few days.
This is what we do. Everybody's a Binks fan.
Hey, yo! Wham Bam Boozler! Thank you so much for the Primarino. Thank you, thank you. For Bandle today is 1996, 4 years after my birth. 73 million YouTube views, difficulty very hard. It says it's going to take me 5 to get it. But sometimes we defy the odds. Now, I would argue that we generally defy the odds in doing worse. But perhaps this can be a different time. You're right, you got a Prime? You didn't even know it, man. Isn't that crazy? Sometimes you just have a Prime, you don't even know it. The deck I used to play Deadpool Diner, I like high roll decks like Mr. Negative that's easy to snap with. Alright, you can spoil the Bandle if you would like. Chat is closed. I'm gonna throw in like an REM maybe. I feel like this is one where once you hear the voice, you're gonna be like, of course. I have no fucking clue, chat. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm not even close to having any idea what it is. Song slaps. This is probably some artist I have no clue who it is. Go with David Bowie Space Oddity. We're gonna need the voice. Self, don't wanna be all by myself. Celine Dion, All by Myself. Let's go, Celine. Queen. Yeah, no, I was never gonna get that. Anyone checking it? Elton John did have Elton John vibes. That's a good Elton John. You can't play this deck without Scar. Just don't bother. You want to play Surtur, you kind of got to get Scar. They're a match made in heaven. Or play the Moon Girl version of the deck. It's on my YouTube. Black Hole Sun. Black Holes. Is that REM as well? That's Soundgarden. Different band. How would you put sounds in a garden? That doesn't make any sense. Should change their name. Should write a letter. There's one believer. You guys have no fucking faith in me. It's disgusting. I haven't played the Bazaar in a while. I will be back to playing Bazaar. Do not fear. The biggest problem with playing the Bazaar is like to play enough to generate consistent content for it takes so much stream time. It's just kind of hard. But I will be back. I will play more Bazaar. Warrior sweet little heads. How much I can promise ya. If they don't play middle, I might just Heimdall middle and try and steal. I think I'm gonna Heimdall middle and just die on my sword. If he dies, he dies. Yeah, let's take a swing at it. If it fails, it fails, and then we just run anyway. But killing this cast could be really nice. There goes all your 10 power cards. No, we have Heimdall. He's big chillin'. Why would they play Agent Venom? They're an Arishem deck. Pretty good. But sooner or later, they'll run out of cards. This is something to remember. And they've chosen not to snap. is also good. So we actually know all their cards only have 3 power. Well, doesn't matter because we didn't draw a Scar. We drawn Scar. There's a world where we just go like Scar, pull Obsidian right. Well, I guess we couldn't because it doesn't cost money. We could have maybe found a win somehow. I don't think so with Cold Obsidian. Cold Obsidian and them having random Electra for a 1-drop kind of cooked us. What are you gonna do? You can't stop them from having that. You can politely ask them not to have it, but you're the believer? I mean, putting 10, like if no one else is believing and you put 10 points on it, I mean, that's just pure profit, man.
From the Daily Bugle.
Electra can be a surprise card. Now, unfortunately, theirs wasn't a surprise card. It was an Airshim Electra. It was just as devastating nonetheless. Especially a 6-power Electra. It's a damn good card, man. I think I maybe should have not played the Hawkeye. So that I could draw cards. Because right now, I don't really know what to do. I guess I just kill my Lady Hawkeye. Surprise Valkyrie? Valkyrie's just so expensive, man. 5 energy, you kind of have to like win the game with the card you play. Or be doing a lot of other things. 5 energy is very, very expensive. It's my Surtur. They stole my Surtur. They're a Surtur stealer. You may call them. We get armor. We have some plays. Kind of need armor though. I fail to see clear line of victory without armor. We do get a free Scar. Like, what do we play alongside the Scar? There's a world we can win total power, but Shaw's a big card. I think if we top deck armor, we're gonna smoke them. We'll just shock them with a shit ton of power. Play Heimdall and kill all the cards as a joke. I'm allowed to do that, technically. Yeah, whatever. Total power is a fickle thing, you know? Plus, I think if we top deck armor, we always win.
This is what we got. Everybody's a Binks fan.
So we'll be at Turtle gain 6. We're adding about 30 points of power. I think 30 points is more than they're adding, right? Yo, Butt Dog! Thanks so much for becoming a Binks fan. Thank you, thank you. That is one way to get enough power, but I still don't know if you have enough. You do not. Wait, maybe? By 1 point, chat. 1 point. Good Juggernaut tech. Not a lot of decks run that. Yeah. All I needed was armor. Armor was an instant win. We do that. Oh, I didn't realize that was KX4N. KX4N still stream? I haven't seen them stream in a while. New Venom movie was fun. It made you laugh. All that matters, man. Matters having a damn smile on your face at the end of the day, eh? Really surprised KX4N didn't play around armor. Maybe they just thought that I would have it already if I didn't. Or I would have played it already if I had it. An interesting card to not play around there at all. Deck that obviously has it. I guess some of these versions only run Cosmo. Mr. Sinister, huh? If I had to guess, so we're probably facing and they didn't play around Cosmo either. I'm just thinking about it from last game. They didn't play around Cosmo or armor. Freaking lucker, man. Lucky boy. Okay, we have a free Scar, but what to do with it? What to do with it is the question. Should always have Prio here. Kind of a bad position. They definitely wanted to be playing Gwenpool that turn, not Nakia. Nakia is just like a shitty Gwenpool most of the time. Okay, so that was a top deck. We just go armor right, send the house left. I guess we can't send the house left. But we can still do this. Hopefully stop a good on reveal right. Nice.
Victory.
Yeah, it's a tough game to win from them. Probably should have respected my snap. Usually indicates you got the nuts. Alright, chat, I think we're gonna end for today. We had a nice successful stream. Deck went really well. 0.7 cube rate. We gained about 1,300 ranks. Very, very solid deck. I think that Heimdall is really, really nice in this. I really, really like the Heimdall. If you have been looking for an excuse to play Heimdall, I think that this is a very, very high power level, very good deck to run him in that's not move. And Surprise Heimdall is always just kind of hit a little bit different, which is cool. But thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all the Pawnee Pun Raiders who came over from Pawnee. Let's find somewhere to land ya. Oh, let's send you over to KX4N.
Welcome to the stream. I hope you like the vibe. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna clap some cheeks. Now be a good chatter and don't be a piece.
right, we'll send you over. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. See you tomorrow. Peace.
Damn, that means I was pumping. I was like, surely he doesn't have it.